Okay, welcome back to another tutorial on Factorial ANOVA using Rstudio. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a follow-up analysis if you find the interaction between the two factors are significant. Okay, so in the previous video, I've showed you that when you run a two-way ANOVA for a factor type day on the number of inquiry received for an advertisement, so we found that there is a significant interaction. So what will be the next step? We have to do a follow-up analysis. So how do we run the follow-up analysis? Okay, so that will be the step 6. Okay, so in the previous video I have showed you all the step 1 to 5. So in step 6 is if the interaction is significant, then we have to split the data file by a factor. Okay, if it is not significant, then we examine only the factors. Okay, so if the interaction is significant, so we have to split the file and examine each of the factors separately. But if this interaction is non-significant, if it is greater than 0.05, then we interpret these two variables. Okay, so if they are significant, then we have to proceed, saying that where is the difference exists for each of these factors. Okay, in this case, our interaction is significant. So we would like to see how to do next. Okay, so first step is the interaction is significant, we split the data file. So in this data file, we have 3 variables. Okay, one of them is day, type, and also the number of inquiry. Okay, so now we are going to create separate files. Okay, so we are going to split the file by one factor. So in this case, I'm going to split the file, my data file, okay, by data type. Okay, so in my type, I have 3 groups: news, business, and sports program. So these 3 information, I'm going to split them up. Okay, so I'm going to create 3 files. And so I'm telling computer, okay, please, I'm telling Rstudio, split my data file by this type. Okay, so this is what the instruction means. So when I run it, it says, okay, complete split. Okay, so it gives us here on the environment list 3. So when I click on this, it shows that the data is being split into 3 data frames. You see, there is 16 rows for each of them and 3 columns. If you add this up, it becomes 48. So altogether we have 48 observations, because you see data, 48 observation, 3 variables. So when I split them, it becomes 16 each. Okay, so now I need to create different data frames or data files, because I've just split it. Now I want to create 3 different files because I want to later run them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to label it as news. So this is just all the information about the news type only. Okay, so I have complete split. Okay, this complete split, and then save it as news. Okay, so this complete split news, save it as a news folder. Complete split business, save it as business data. Complete split sports, save it as sports file. Okay, so when I select all of them and click run, I will have 3 different data sets. I have one for business, news, and sports. So each of them has 16 rows and 3 variables. So if I click on business, you see the days, you have Monday and Friday. But the type, all of them are business. And this is the number of inquiry that they get. So this data is only for business programs you have for Monday and Fridays. Okay, and also the inquiries. Same goes with sports. Day, Monday and Friday. Sports, the type is all going to be sports, the inquiry. And this is specifically for sports program only. Same goes with the news. Okay, now what I'm going to do is run a Ttest to test for differences. Okay, now we have split the file. So you have 3 files. You have for news, you have one for sports, and one for you have news, sports, and one more is for business. Okay, they have three different files. We have already separated them. So within the news, you have 2 days. You have Monday and also you have Friday. Okay, and the number of inquiry for Monday and also number of inquiry for Friday. So what we want to do is, within the news program, is there any difference in the number of inquiries that you get between Monday and Friday? So the number of inquiries that you have on Monday, is it similar to Friday or otherwise? So you repeat that with sports group and also for the business group. So what we do for sports and business, we see, is there any difference in the number of inquiries that we get for on Monday and also on Friday for sports programs or for during business program? So basically you are running 3 independent sample t-tests. Why independent? Because you have only comparing between Monday and Friday. So there is only 2 groups. But under different condition. One is under for news program, one is for sports, and one more is for business. So that is what these t-test is trying to explain. So t-test, news, inquiry. Okay, because news is the new data set. This is the data set that I want to focus. Under news data set, I would like to compare, is there any difference in the inquiry between Monday and Friday groups? Okay, so on inquiry, news, we have day. Okay, so the day is we would like to compare. So inquiry, is there any difference between the 2 days? Again, variance equal, we assume the variances are equal. So for t-test, before initially we already tested. Okay, so when you're running one way factorial ANOVA, we have already tested for our variability, variances. So that is already shown equal. So at this point, we assume it is equal. So so that is for news. The second one is for data from business, and the third one is from sports. So when you select all of them and run it, you will get 3 different independent sample t-tests. Okay, this is one, and this is second, and this is the third one. Okay, so what is the first one? For news, is there any differences between the number of inquiries you get between Monday and Friday? It shows there is a difference. How do we know? Based on the p-value. So the p-value here is 0.003047, meaning it is less than 0.05. There is a significant difference in the number of inquiries that is received between Monday and Friday. So when you say there is a difference, you have to tell which day has higher number. So look at the mean in the group. So on Friday, the average inquiries that you get is 11.375. On Mondays, you get only 7. So basically on Fridays, you get more inquiries compared to Monday. On Fridays, you get more inquiries compared to Monday. Next is on the business program. Is there any difference in the number of inquiries that you get between Monday and Friday? So it looks, again, look at the p-value. It is greater than 0.05, meaning the number of inquiries you get during the during the business program, okay, the number of inquiries that you get is not different between Monday and Tuesdays over the business program. Okay, when it is being added on the business program, the number of inquiries that you get are the same on Monday and Friday. So if you look at the mean, they are similar. So you don't have to say which one is higher or lower because they are similar. The third one here shows that sports and day. Okay, so during the advertisement played during sports program is there and brings any difference in the number of inquiries that we receive on Monday and Friday. So let's look at the p-value. It is definitely less than 0.05. So it shows there is a difference on the number of inquiries that you get between Monday and Friday, and it shows that on Friday you get more more inquiries compared to Monday. So based on all three, you can actually see a pattern. Okay, so when you're airing the advertisement, okay, when you're posting the advertisement, usually it is being effective during news and sports section, during sports program or during the news section. When during the business, it's not being very effective, and especially you get more inquiries on the Friday compared to Monday. Okay, so these are the information that will be interesting to the particular company to bring it for discussion or to make improvement. So they will not air their advertisement during the business hours or business programs. Okay, that is one type of post hoc. If the interaction, just now we say this is when the interaction is significant. If the interaction is not significant, then we have to examine the main effects. The main effects are the main factors. Okay, so how do you run that? Okay, so we run a post hoc analysis called Ttest HSD. Okay, and this two-way ANOVA is the analysis that we ran earlier. So this, remember the two-way ANOVA, so you run the analysis. So we are saying, okay, run a test on Ttest HD on this particular analysis. Okay, so click on it and then click on post type. Okay, so it'll give you a lot of information. So focus on the first two, S factor type and S factor day. So this is for type. So it says that these are the comparisons, news and business, sports and business, sports and news. If you notice, all of them are non-significant. So it's trying to say that whether you are on the news or business, it really doesn't make any difference on the number of inquiries that we get. But on the day, this is the day, right? This is the day between Monday and Friday, it is significant. So basically it's trying to say that this, for the factor day, whether you are airing on a Monday or Friday, does have an impact. And always on the Friday, you get more inquiries compared to Monday. So this is how you interpret it, or how you run a follow-up analysis. Okay, there might be a question. Do we need to split the file by type? Can we split the file by day? So you have like 2 days, like one is specifically for Monday and one file specifically for Friday. And then you can run the follow-up analysis. You can see for Monday, is there any differences on the 3 different types of program on the number of inquiries that we get. But for that, you need to run a one-way ANOVA, because for Monday, you have 3 different groups that you want to make comparison to. Okay, and then if it is significant, then you have to run another post hoc. So you can still do it, but it becomes more work, more different step. It has more steps. So in this case, what we did is we split by the number of factors that has most levels. Okay, so I have 3 levels for type, and then from there I can make the comparison, because later on I only have 2 groups to make comparison. So you can do either way. Okay, so hope it was clear. Thank you very much.